Hey, welcome to a new video. Clowns have been an iconic symbol of humor and entertainment for centuries. Initially intended to entertain kings and later the public in circuses, clowns have become a beloved figure at birthday parties and public festivities. However, in recent decades, clowns have been increasingly associated with horror and fear, fueled by popular horror films. Since then, there's been numerous sightings of clowns captured on camera. Today, we'll show you 20 of them. Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Number 20. It's the middle of the night. You're on your way home when you suddenly spot a clown standing outside a store in a colorful costume. Most people would probably decide to quickly drive away. As seen in the video, the clown is holding several balloons and a sign that reads "Free Hugs." The man in the video states that this is the scariest thing he's ever seen. When the clown notices that he's being filmed from the car, he runs towards him, prompting the man to drive away. According to this video, this incident occurred in Agawam, Massachusetts, USA. In 2016, clown sightings were a widespread phenomenon, with people dressing up in spooky costumes to scare others. Apart from America, clown sightings were also reported in other countries, including the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and Germany. This particular video, where the clown offered balloons and free hugs, quickly gained attention and went viral on the internet. However, some people suggest that this clown sighting was related to a promotional event for an event. What makes clown sightings so eerie is that they often include individuals who, in some cases, have bad intentions. The motives behind most clown sightings remain unclear, with some incidents being harmless pranks, while others cause genuine fear and unrest. Number 19. In this video, a YouTuber named Brennan Taylor encounters a terrifying clown during an adventurous walk. Brennan later stated he had never been so scared. He and his brother were suddenly confronted by the clown who decided to chase them. Driven by fear, they run away and seek refuge in a nearby bush. However, the clown manages to find them and chases after him. As this unfolds, the YouTuber captures the entire event on camera. The intensity of the situation prompts Brennan and his brother to devise a plan. They opt for a shortcut back to their car, but soon realize they're disoriented and decide to climb a nearby tree to determine their position. From their vantage point, they see the clown again, still searching for him. In suspense, the brothers wait until the clown moves on, and eventually they climb down from the tree. Finally, they find their way back to the car, only to be confronted by the clown running fiercely towards them at the top of the hill. They manage to escape in the car in time, with the sinister clown closely pursuing them. The clown chase was captured on camera and uploaded to YouTube, so it's assumed that the boys safely escaped. Number 18. Here we see two boys leaving their house, only to quickly run back inside when they see a clown approaching them. Thanks to the security camera, we have evidence of this terrifying moment. The clown suddenly appears behind them, leading to a flurry of screams and panic. Amidst the chaos, one of the men shows remarkable courage and confronts the clown. He engages with the clown, and what happens next is unclear, as the video ends there. While it's difficult to determine the true motives of this clown in this specific case, the disturbing nature of the encounter suggests various possibilities. Had the individuals not confronted the clown, the situation could have potentially escalated further. Perhaps the clown would have tried to enter the house. What would you have done if you saw a clown running towards your house? Let me know in the comments. Number 17. The Clown Craze in 2016 was crazier than you might remember. It wasn't just clowns popping up by the side of the road. In various places in the United States, people dressed as clowns had to be arrested. Clowns attempted to lure children into the woods by offering money or waited outside schools. In Georgia, arrest warrants were even issued. In Texas, clowns threatened to kidnap students and harm teachers. When the craze first began and uncertainty prevailed, there was unfortunately one deadly incident. Fortunately, swift action was taken against this craze, and a total of several individuals dressed as clowns were arrested. What's eerie is that they also pursued children, just like Pennywise did in the popular 2017 horror film, It. Number 16. The next one we're showing you gives a whole new meaning to being afraid of the monster under your bed. A clown named Wrinkles was caught on a security camera hiding under a young girl's bed and terrifying her. The incident, which took place at an undisclosed location somewhere in the United Kingdom, is said to have gone viral on the internet multiple times. The video footage shows the clown placing a stuffed animal next to the girl, before emerging from under the bed and in a terrifying manner at that. The young girl is clearly frightened, but then we see Wrinkles attempting to disable the camera, distorting the image, and we don't know what happened next. The video, originally recorded in June 2013 in Florida, resurfaced amidst a wave of similar incidents involving people dressed as menacing clowns. Wrinkles, reportedly a military veteran from Fort Myers, Florida, claims to get paid to scare disobedient children, or people in general. If you were to experience this in real life, you'd probably never be able to sleep again. Number 15. One of the worst places to encounter a clown is probably a tunnel deep in the woods. What's even creepier is that you initially don't notice the clown because they're hiding behind a tree. But then they suddenly start chasing you. This happened somewhere in San Diego in the United States, and the frightening incident was all captured on camera. Omar Gosh TV, as the YouTuber's known, is famous for his thrilling travel adventures to some of the world's spookiest locations, including hospitals. Without being a formal paranormal investigator, he documents eerie paranormal evidence and ghost stories. In this case, he claims to have been chased by a menacing clown while exploring a spooky tunnel. The incident unfolding during one of Omar's adventurous expeditions had viewers on the edge of their seats. Suddenly, a figure dressed as a clown, reminiscent of the famous Pennywise from Stephen King's It, emerges from the shadows. The intensity of the chase is palpable, with Omar's camera capturing his desperate steps and anxious breathing. Would you also run away if you encountered a clown? Let me know in the comments. Number 14. In 2014, a creepy clown was spotted wandering around the Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn, New York. Videos uploaded to YouTube showed the clown in a red wig, a polka-dotted suit, and mismatched shoes, holding pink balloons. People in the vicinity were terrified, causing confusion among those who witnessed it. After a while, the mysterious clown disappeared behind a hill, and we don't know what happened next. It's important to note that the motives can vary. Some clowns are simply playing harmless pranks or attempting viral marketing, while others genuinely caused fear and discomfort. As for the motives of this clown caught in a cemetery, it could be that someone dressed as a clown was actually trying to scare people while visiting their loved ones. Another theory is that this clown was just someone visiting the cemetery. Number 13. A woman named Sasha was doing a live stream of her day out in South Korea when she noticed a person dressed as a clown following her in the distance. The clown was not your average clown, as his clothes were dirty and torn. It wore a creepy mask, and as the video progressed, Sasha at one point looked over her shoulder and saw the clown dramatically getting closer. She realized the situation was escalating and ducked into a shopping mall to escape this clown. Just as she breathed a sigh of relief, she saw the clown standing behind her at a nearby bench. Distraught, she requested a taxi. The clown, aware that Sasha was onto his intentions, began to reveal his true nature. He showed that he intended to harm her, just as she quickly got into the car that had come for her and drove away. Can you imagine what might have happened next if the car had been a minute late? Number 12. Climbing or trespassing on billboards without the proper authorization or safety measures can be dangerous and illegal. And that's even without dressing up as a creepy clown. When this individual exited their local Dunkin' Donuts in Clifton, New Jersey, the sweet taste of donuts suddenly turned sour in their stomach. But why, you might wonder? Well, just a few meters away, there was a clown perched atop a billboard above a highway. We don't know why he was there, but it's likely to scare people. Consider that from his vantage point, he could see a specific person walking all the way to their home. The person filming wondered why the clown had gotten up there. Is this one of those cases where the police should get involved to apprehend the clown? Or, since he's doing nothing more than standing there menacingly, does the clown have free reign to traumatize anyone looking for donuts that night? Number 11. In 2018, a clown in Albuquerque garnered attention due to its distinctive choice of attire during the month of October. His appearances caused quite a stir, and sightings of him became a hot topic of discussion. Dressed in a clown costume, he deliberately set out to scare people and be eerie, earning him the nickname of the creepy clown in the local area. His favorite location for his antics was the Bosque, a popular recreational spot in Albuquerque. People enjoying walks, bike rides, or runs in the peaceful setting were taken by surprise when they encountered him. Despite his eerie appearance, the clown claimed that his intention was not to frighten anyone. He emphasized that he was trying to provide entertainment by portraying the infamous character Pennywise from It. He had crafted the costume himself and used it for events like Comic-Con. While the man enjoyed playing the role of the creepy clown, he made it clear that he himself was not a frightening person. He emphasized that not all clowns are meant to be scary. Despite this initial shock factor, he noted that people would eventually approach him and realized that he was harmless. Number 10. These clowns chased cars all night until the police were called. In a disturbing incident in the Fox Valley, 2 adults and a teenager faced charges following a series of creepy clown incidents. Police were called to the area of Appleton and Midway Roads after reports came in of individuals wearing clown masks and chasing cars. Upon arriving at the scene, they discovered 2 men, aged 20 and 29, dressed in clown costumes, accompanied by a 26-year-old woman who was driving them around. During their investigation, the police officers made another shocking discovery. It turned out that the older man and the woman had left a 4-year-old child at home while they engaged in their clown activities. This led to additional charges. What were these parents thinking? That dressing up as clowns and scaring people somehow took precedence over caring for their toddler at home? Number 9. In the city of Newport Richey, Florida, a disturbing clown incident was reported by people playing the popular game Pokemon Go. Later, the Pasco County Sheriff's Office received a call from a woman in the area, stating that she had seen a man wearing a clown mask walking around the street. When a deputy sheriff arrived to investigate, he observed an individual matching the description provided by the woman. It turned out to be a 14-year-old boy accompanied by his 15-year-old friend. During the conversation with the sheriff, the 14-year-old admitted to being the one wearing the clown mask. He explained that his intention was not to scare anyone, but rather to wear the mask because he thought it was cool. The teenager mentioned that he had seen the social media posts about clown sightings, and he had decided to wear the mask outside. The sheriff ultimately escorted the boy back to his home, where his mother confirmed that the mask had been purchased for Halloween. However, she had instructed the boy not to wear the mask outside, but apparently he hadn't listened. Number 8. The last thing you want to see when you receive a notification that someone's at your door is a clown with a knife, especially if it's a creepy clown who knows all sorts of tricks and is holding balloons. The clown's movements and eerie antics could change the minds of those who weren't previously afraid of clowns. With its attention directly focused on the security camera above the door, the clown creepily tilts its head. According to the article, this incident is said to have taken place in Jacksonville, Florida, in the United States. At one point, the clown reaches for a large ball or pumpkin on the porch, and then he walks towards the security camera. Believe it or not, incidents like these were not uncommon for a while. Creepy clowns enjoyed the attention they could get, and deliberately targeted houses with cameras like this one. Fake or not, attention-seeking behavior or not, it doesn't take away from how frightening that could be. What if this clown was genuinely violent, or a distraction meant to keep the house's residents occupied while someone else broke in? Number 7. In a terrifying incident in Quebec, Canada, a driver traveling along a remote road had a chilling encounter with a clown. The driver, presumably on a journey, suddenly spotted the clown by the side of the road. Startled, he decided to stop and observe the peculiar figure. The clown, aware of their presence, stared at the driver for a brief moment before disappearing into the darkness. But this wasn't the end of what happened that night. To the driver's great alarm, the clown reappeared, crouched in the grass, and picked up an object. As the clown approached, it became clear that the object in its possession was a chainsaw. The driver's fear escalated as he watched the menacing clown draw closer. The entire incident was captured on dashcam, which unfortunately cuts off just as the clown appears to attempt to use the chainsaw. The abrupt ending leaves viewers with a lingering sense of unease and unanswered questions. It's unclear whether this incident was a malicious act or a disturbing prank, but the potential danger posed by someone with a chainsaw is quite undeniable. Number 6. If you're already afraid of one clown, you definitely wouldn't want to find yourself on an island filled with clowns. This particular island came to be known as Clown Island and is located somewhere in Hawaii. A group of YouTubers ventured out to explore the beach, only to discover it was filled with clowns. The scariest part of the video must be when the group is crouched down, watching as a clown, dressed in the typical red and white costume, emerges from a cave. But there's another moment that's quite terrifying. When the group suddenly feels that they're being watched, they manage to capture another clown with their drone. After this happened, they decided to quickly run away. What's really curious is how the inside of that cave system must look. How many clowns could be in there? Would you dare to visit this island? Number 5. The next video begins with an explanation from Billy, in which he describes a disturbing encounter he had in the early morning hours. He recalls a knock on his front door, a sound that even startled his cat. In a chilling scene he captured on security camera, a creepy clown appears, dragging a mysterious bag behind him. The unsettling video, shared on YouTube by Billy, garnered millions of views. The Eerie Clown walks with unpredictable intentions across the front yard toward the entrance of the house. He then attempts to peer inside through the window and enter the house through the front door. At one point, the clown notices the security camera that's watching him. When the resident of the house approaches the door, he comes face to face with the clown. What could have been inside that mysterious bag? And what did that clown want? What do you think? Number 4. Clown costumes are generally creepy, especially for people with a phobia of them. Sometimes clowns add their own personal touch to their costume, which can give nightmares to some people. This clown made itself known to a group of teenagers in Ocala Park Estates in Marion County. One of the kids, Caden Parmalee, was driving down a dirt road when he spotted this clown. When he and his friends stopped to film, the clown started moving toward them, causing them to run away and declare that they were trying to survive until the end of that day. The scariest thing about these clowns is that you don't know if it's just a group of kids pulling a prank or if it's someone who genuinely wants to harm you. Police officers often say that if the clown does nothing more than stand there menacingly, there's nothing you can do. But what happens if the clown's behavior escalates? Even that head tilt is enough to give you nightmares. Number 3. What would you do if you were driving with some friends in the middle of the night and suddenly encountered a clown on the side of the road staring at you? You would probably think that the best thing you could do in this situation is drive away. But in this video, one of the boys gets out, and we see that the clown has some sort of rake in his hands. The boy then decides to get back in the car, and they drive away. But later on, they encounter the clown again, and he rushes towards the car. While the rest of them are screaming in fright, it seemed like the clown wanted revenge and intended to attack the group of boys with his rake. This time, they decided not to stop the car, and fortunately managed to escape safely. What would you do if a clown confronted you in the middle of the night in this way? Number 2. What could drive someone to run away and leave their still running car behind? In a terrifying incident that occurred at night, someone was confronted by a frightening clown while refueling their car. The unsettling incident quickly escalated into a nightmarish scene as the clown approached, whistling a creepy tune, and unexpectedly began pouring gasoline over the unsuspecting victim's vehicle. The combination of the menacing presence of the clown and the dangerous act of dousing the car with a flammable liquid created a truly terrifying situation. Clowns often exhibit unpredictable behavior, and in this case, the driver felt a sense of fear. The addition of the clown maliciously pouring gasoline heightened the fear exponentially. Overwhelmed by a surge of adrenaline and instinctive self-preservation, the victim made the courageous decision to flee. The sheer horror of becoming the target of a clown in such a manner is quite chilling. Number 1. Doorbell cameras provide the convenience of recording and identifying visitors without the need to physically open the door or even peer through the peephole. However, you would wish you didn't have one when you see this clown staring directly through the camera. According to the story, a clown had been lurking around in this neighborhood to scare people. The clown stands in front of the yard with a menacing posture, tilting its head in a disturbing manner, and then gazes into the doorbell camera. Could you imagine checking the doorbell camera the next morning only to see this creepy clown? However, we have no idea why the clown continues to look into the doorbell camera with a chilling expression and a smile on his face. Suddenly, there's a sound from the side, causing the clown to startle and hastily retreat. Are you afraid of clowns? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.